Hello, my name is Bill Haley, and this is part of Haley 2024 Government Reform Ideas. This is my teaching on economics, and this lesson is going to be on the Laffer Curve and how it relates to some of my government reform ideas. So I have a 34-minute video I'm going to be posting, a 16 or 17-minute video. This one I'm going to try to keep to 5 to 6 minutes, a very short Laffer Curve teaching. I've watched a lot of Laffer Curve teaching, and a lot of them are missing some of the main points that I really want to stress over here. So let's go over it real quick. Let's go over this one really quick. Let's say you have a streaming service and you have a sales tax of 25%, the equivalent of a 20% income tax, pushes the price to $12.50. Government's getting $2.50 in order to have the privilege of selling you that streaming service. You got 900% sales tax or a 90% income tax. That's the equivalent for the privilege of you buying the services from Netflix or Hulu. You have to give government $90 for the privilege of you giving Netflix $10. So either way it works. So then you have the teaching on selling a basic notion of selling 10 chickens for 10 bushels of corn. At 0% taxation rate, you give up 10 bushels of corn for 10 chickens. The other person gives up 10 chickens for 10 bushels of corn. You both get 10 at a 0% interest or tax rate. 50% tax rate, you both give up 5 and get 5. Government takes other 5. At a 100% tax rate, you both give up 10. You both get 0. Government gets it all. You're not going to do that trade. Why even charge anything? Because government's going to take it all. You're going to do it under the table. You're going to do tax avoidance. You're going to do tax evasion. There's a lot of ways to talk about that. So let's go over some more stuff real quick. This is what the Laffer Curve does not assume. This assumes that the taxable GDP stays the same. Per capita income, economic activity stays the same, no matter what the tax rates are. 0% to 100% always are going to result in 100% or $100 worth of economic activity. And then the tax revenue going to the government is going to be 10%. Is going to result with $10. 80% is going to result with $80. The economic activity doesn't change. A 100% tax will result with government taking 100% or $100 and you keeping 0. This is the amount of money you get to keep, done in the orangish color. At 10%, you keep 90 and government takes 10. Now look at this line right here, taxable GDP. This is not the chart the Laffer Curve assumes. This is the chart Laffer Curve assumes. This is not the Laffer Curve. This is a taxable GDP. So instead of that going across here, you have 0 tax disincentive, so you're going to have $100 of economic activity. At a 0% or a 100% tax rate, you're going to have 0 economic activity. 50% of the people are going to drop out of the workforce or reduce down their hours. So 50% of the number of hours or economic output is going to happen if you have a 50% tax rate. This is your whole economic world. Wherever you are on this chart is your whole economic world. You don't get to see it. Venezuela or North Korea might be here. Venezuela might be over here. Developing countries maybe in here. America way over here. But we're still at like a 38-40% tax rate. So if we're at a 60% economic activity and we go down to a 10% tax rate, we could go from a $60 economic output to a 90. So let's go through it real quick. Is it going to go straight diagonal like this one? This is the line we were to see in. It might go slow loss of GDP. This is based off of need. We really want to work. We're willing to work based off of even withstanding a lot of tax rates. Tax rates go up as you go this way. Slow loss of fast loss of GDP. This is based off of wants. You're working your next hour based off of you just want an extra vacation. You want an extra nice couch. You want an extra nice clothing or an extra night on the town. You can do without that very easily, and you're not going to work those extra hours. You'll find a way not to work because government's taking so much of it. So a fast loss of GDP. So this is the actual Laffer Curve. The Laffer Curve is here, tax revenue coming in. maxing out at $25 because at this point, the whole economic activity for the nation is 50, where it was 100 at a 0%. Now, obviously, we need a little bit for fighting off foreign foes, pay for the military and like. So we can say it starts at 90 if we wish. But we should be more over here at 90. Now, we should never be getting close. We never should be on this side, first of all, because as you raise tax rates, you actually get less money into the government. But even if you want one more dollar going towards the government, from $24 to $25, you had to give up about 17% of economic activity. It was 60, goes down to 50. People were willing to work less. Your money you have after taxes goes from $49 to $36. You lost $13 in your paycheck to give government one more dollar. Not a good deal. We never want to be over here. Let's go over other ones. This is the fast loss of GDP. The Laffer Curve never gets above coming in at $15. If we're doing taxes on wants, we never want to do that. Slow loss of GDP based off needs. We're willing to withstand a lot of tax rates because we want to put food on our table. We want to really win that war. We're willing to work even at a high tax rate. Slow loss. We can get all the way up to $38 of tax revenue because economic activity only drops to 64, about 36% off of the total. Now, this is your whole economic world, but this is based off of need. This is when really people are willing to work, even though government's taking a lot. So you really want to put food on your table. You will really want to win that war. So this is the most, but this is based off need. So let's go to this one. These are the three Laffer curves based off of slow loss of GDP, the highest. And we're not, the people who want the higher tax rates, they only want tax off wants anyway. They want the first $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 people earn to be tax-free at a 0% tax rate, which is great for them, but that's based off of need. That's your first $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 provides your needs. Everything above that is your wants. So when we go to a progressive tax rate, you're going towards a higher tax rates based off of wants. When you make over $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, you're taxing for wants. People are willing to get out of the workforce. They've already made their $200,000 or $300,000. They made the million. We really, as a society, want them to make more. So we want them to keep on going. So we're basically the people who are pushing for higher tax rates. They're also pushing for it to be only on wants, not needs. So you're going to have more of this chart. So these are the three on the amount we keep. And then this is the Laffer curve again. The actual Laffer curve here is done on math, but you saw how we have a big variety right there. It's hard to imagine it being too far out of that variety unless extreme things happen, like a significant war. Or maybe a war where you disagree with it tremendously and you don't want to give government any money to fight that war because you disagree with it so strongly. Then you're going to stop working very rapidly so they don't take any of your tax revenue for the war effort. Anyway, this is my shorter video. I wanted to do in 5 minutes, but I see it's at 9 minutes now. So until the next video.